Okay, so welcome for today's lesson, no? So we will discuss complex functions. No, so previously, dun sa mga nakaraang lessons natin, no, we've only talked about complex numbers per se. No, so complex numbers pa lang siya. Actually, wala tayong functions na diniscuss, no? Except for kumbaga parang mga trigonometric functions, pero still complex numbers yan. When we say complex function, no, so these are functions, no, sabi, no, ang definition of complex functions are, these are functions, okay, uh, functions of complete variable z. So, ibig sabihin, no, meron tayong mga variables na input. Variable z, no? So, ano ba yung mga variables na yun? So, we all know that, ba? So, we all know na z is equal to x plus jy. Diba? So, yan yung equivalent niya. So, sa ang notation, kung sa complex number ay z, ang notation naman ng complex function ay omega. No? So, omega. So, sabi ito daw yung f of z, and this is composed of the u part plus jv part. Or u of xy at saka yung jv of xy. So, ano daw yung u dito, no? So, u is the real part nung function, no? So, yun yung walang imaginary number na kasama. Then si v naman daw, yun yung imaginary part, no? Imaginary part nung function. So, in this lesson, ang goal lang naman natin is to determine, no, what are the real part and the imaginary part of the complex function that we're asked to evaluate. Okay? So, okay, game. Let's have our first example. We have here the, sabi no, the complex function of conjugate of z squared. No? So, alam natin na yung conjugate of z, ano yung equivalent na conjugate of z natin? 'Di ba we have x minus jy per squared. And alam natin, no, kapag meron tayo square of a binomial, ang equivalent nito is a squared plus plus 2ab plus b squared, di ba? So we have x squared minus j2xy. Okay, then square nung negative jy, negative jy. And alam natin na ang j squared is equal to negative 1. So negative times negative times negative, that is negative. So, minus y squared. No? So, ayan. Ito daw yung evaluation ng complex conjugate natin squared. Okay? Then, let us identify, no, alin dito yung may imaginary, alin dito yung real, alin dito yung imaginary parts. No? So, for the u, no, syempre, matik yun yung walang j, no? Which is x squared minus y squared. And yung v natin dito, yun yung may j. Pero hindi natin isasama yung j, of course, no? So, we have negative 2xy. So, this is the answer, no? Ito yung answer natin for our first problem. No? So, ayan. Okay. So, game. Okay. So, number 2. Naintindihan naman, no? So, number 2, we have f of z is equal to what? The real part, no? Sabi dito, the real part of 1 plus j to the 6th z squared. No? Ito daw yung pinapahanap sa atin. So, okay, so let's evaluate, no? So, 'di ba? Itong 1 plus j natin, this is a complex number, and alam natin, no, yung meron tayong formula for the exponent kasi may 6 siya, 'di ba? So meron tayong formula for this. We have the real part, 'di ba? Iano ko muna, no, i-bracket ko lang para mas maayos yung grouping. We have the absolute value of 1 plus j, that is r, 'di ba? R raised to n, angle n theta, 'di ba? Angle 6 argument nung 1 plus j, 'di ba? Tapos, times x plus y at x plus jy quantity squared. No? So, yan yon yung expanded form niya. Then, let's evaluate no, ano kaya yung absolute value ng 1 plus j to the 6 angle 6 argument ng 1 plus j. So, let's, of course, labas natin yung calculus natin. Okay? So, we have here absolute ng 1 plus I raised to 6. No? Ayan. Angle 6 argument ng 1 plus I. So, we have negative 8i or negative j8. No? So, we have negative j8 times yung expanded form na to, di ba? So, that is x squared plus j2xy minus y squared. Bakit naging y squared? Di ba may j yung y? So, j squared is equal to negative 1. Then, y squared is y squared. So, negative 1 times y squared is negative y squared. No? So, ayan. Okay, next. Distribute natin, no? So, we have here the real part of negative j8 times x squared is negative j8x squared. Then, we have j times j, that is negative 1. Pero may negative tayo dito, so magiging positive. 8 times 2 is 16 xy. Then, negative j8 times negative y squared, that is positive j8y squared. Diba? Positive j8y squared. Okay, next. Ano yung tinatanong dito? No? So, pinapahanap sa atin yung real part. No? So, ibig sabihin, automatic. Pag may nakita kayong ganito, no? Pinapahanap yung real or yung imaginary. Baba ko yung calculus, hindi pala kita. Ayan. So, pinapahanap yung real part. No? So, matic drop nyo lahat na meron j. No? So, maiiwan dito is 16 xy. No, pag imaginary nakalagay, ang maiiwan is yung negative j8x squared plus j8y squared. No? So, yun yung maiiwan. Pero since real part yung pinapahanap, yung 16xy lang ang matitira. No? So, what is u and v? Sabi natin, u is the real part. No? So, syempre, yung 16xy, yan lang naman yung nag-iisang real. No? So, we have uxy is equal to 16xy. Ngayon, what is v? Di ba alam natin v is the imaginary part? Eh wala naman tayong imaginary part dito. Na-drop dahil pinapahanap lang is the real part eh. Di ba? Remember guys, dito tayo titingin. Hindi doon sa taas. Ha? So we have 0. Okay, so yan yung sagot. Okay? So, game. Last example tayo for the complex function. Yun lang naman yung goal ng complex function, no? We need to identify the real part and the imaginary part. So, number 3, we have, sabi dito, the complex function of cosine z squared. No? Ayan. So, cosine z squared. So, alam natin na z is equivalent to what? X plus jy quantity squared. Bate yun. So, we have your cosine ng x squared, diba? Plus j2xy minus y squared. And alam natin, no? Diba? Sa trigonometric functions natin involving complex numbers, meron tayong formula for this. Diba? Yung actually, identity natin na cos x cos y minus j sin x sin y. No? So, yun yung ano natin. And we need to identify, no? Ano kaya yung real part, no? So, real part is of course walang j, no? Ito yung x natin. X squared minus y squared. Then, yung imaginary part naman is the j2xy. So, let's solve, no? So, we have here cos x cos y, no? So, we have x squared minus y squared. Then, cos ng 2xy Diba? Then minus j sine, no? J sine ng xy, x squared minus y squared sinh 2xy. Ayan. So, okay. So, na-evaluate na natin. Let's look for u and u and v. U of xy, ano yung real part dito? So, of course, yung walang j, no? That is cosine ng x squared minus y squared. Then, cosine ng 2xy. Okay? Then, we have v. No? So, vxy. Of course, yung naiiwan, no? So, we have negative sine. Remember, hindi natin sinasama yung j, no? X squared minus y squared. This is cos. Ayan. Sinh 2xy. So, ito yung sagot. Ayan. So, that's for our lesson na complex functions. No? So, we just need to basically, we just need to identify what is u and v. What's the real part and the imaginary part of the complex function. So, next lesson, we will discuss the derivative, no? Yung derivative naman ng complex functions. Okay? So, till then, stay safe and God bless.